My name is Darlene Anderson. With all of my wrinkles, I am 66 years old. I had to come, and I'm going to keep on talking because this is very frustrating to me. As an American citizen, so many people don't see themselves as Americans. And what should I say? Just because you chose not to accept the responsibility that you've been waiting for. And it's just you. Because we all have a voice. A voice. And as we all have a voice, we all have an obligation and responsibility. Each one reach one, teach one. So therefore, it is my understanding that apparently Jason Gotti, which was the money man in the state of Nevada, and I do mean the money man, anybody needed something to happen, they would go to Jason and Jason would make it happen. And they just didn't have to. You don't even understand flexibility until you move into Nevada. And I understood flexibility. I understand obligation. I understand personal responsibility. It's just so unfortunate that so many people just don't. So here we are. And this is, I gotta share me on Facebook. Let me see. Share me, share me, share me. Please share. And say share. And then I want to say copy the link. Then I want to, and so let's just talk for a minute because this is the year of 2024 and I live in my own little box, my own little bubble. Of course, everybody has their own little box, their own little bubble. How much have you stretched it beyond your personal, safety arena and whatever? But we just need to understand a few things here is that we are all responsible for self. And so if your children didn't make it, I don't know what happened. Your kids didn't get a high school diploma, huh? So what did they get? Oh, something called a certificate of completion. And what did that allow them to do? Not a damn thing. It doesn't give them a job. It doesn't allow them to go to college. It just doesn't do a lot. So why would you give this pass to people who are obligated to provide services to you and they ain't giving you shit? Well, it's not even understandable anymore. What is the value of a letter grade of F? And there's just no value to it. And so I figure that I should use my time and afford it well and tell you that perhaps you need to understand these few things. Number one, that we all have an obligation to self, period. And then we have an obligation to look at all the 3-year-olds in the state of Nevada. And let's just figure out what the state planned to do with those 3-year-olds. Because guess what? The federal government said all 3-year-olds will be enrolled in an educational program. Come when? 2024. Well, it's 2024. Did you hear any counts? Well, hell no. I didn't hear anything. And when I call people to find out, well, what are you doing? They want to tell me how it's above their pay grade. And I'm going to tell them. Well, somebody was pissed today because Jason Gotti got terminated. And that's just real. So I hope he was just found out, finding out. People find out things about people and then they pretend they didn't know, but they knew all along. Everybody in the state of Nevada does know this. They know that Nevada does not provide equal access to all people. And that's just something that they don't do. But guess what? If you're getting equal access, that's on your ass. It's up to you. My son says, oh, Mom, people don't care. And I believe people just don't give a damn anymore. As it is difficult to hold people accountable for what you should be holding yourself accountable for, and which is access. Failure is not an option. But if you allow failure to happen, well, what should I say? TikTok, I have lots of followers on TikTok, and within 15 minutes of being on TikTok, people know that I'm there. However, YouTube, it's a different ball game. It's a tool, boo. And obviously, I've earned the right to be out here streaming live on YouTube. But not everybody can do what I can do. But it doesn't really matter because I pay for this shit. And as I pay for it, I just want to know what the delay is for holding the video until you get ready to publish it. So I went in there and figured it out. And did some recent up changes for the way my streams are streamed out. But it is a helicopter, a whirly bird, and so it's going to be loud for a minute. But I think I should cook some dinner tonight. That's what I think. So that I could be healthy and wealthy and wise. And I have nothing else to do. Well, that's a lie. I have so much work to do, but not work that I choose to do and not work that I want to do. But I do want to talk about public education because this is 2024. And in America, all across America, all 50 states, we're supposed to come to the table, which is where you would be, boo, and talk about the plan that they had to ensure adequacy and access happens for all 3-year-olds. Because, that Biden Harris administration, they simply just do believe that access is key, and so do I. So, as it's what I believe, then I've got to put some effort in. But people are making these calls all across America, and they're cold calls. And they want to know what you think. I want to know what you think too, because if Trump gets back in office, you ain't got to worry about it, boo. You've already lost everything. There's not much more to lose except for shoring it up for these states who don't want to provide shit for you. And that's just real. Failure is an option for so many people. And it's just unfortunate that the failure would be an option for you, because you're choosing to have someone else who doesn't give a damn about you oversee your ability to access shit. And I'm saying, I don't need it. And I really don't. So failure's just never been an option for me and mine. Therefore, my kids did not fail public education. But for all these people out here getting the letter grade of F, can anybody chime in and tell me their belief system of why public education is mandatory and the letter grade of F has been accepted for so many people who look like you and me? Why do we accept failure? Well, because number one, when you go to the school and you try to share your concerns, officer, I was just terrified. I didn't know what to do. And now you got to hear that shit. And that was some shit. But it really doesn't matter. You have to still address the issue. And the issue is the lack of access. So in the year of 2024, let's all understand we all have the ability to access resources. And it comes with Google. And Google does a damn good job of it. And I'm telling you, freedom ain't never been free. But if you have a child that is enrolled in a public option and that child's receiving a letter grade of F, then God damn it, you better figure out why the letter grade of F exists. And if they want to tell you how the child's not engaged in the process, then guess what, boo? You better figure out how they're going to help you get the child engaged in the process, because that's your job. So until we meet again, boo, I'm going to leave this open and say, please inbox me if you have questions about that letter grade of F, and I will show you the way, but it's going to require that you do the work. So in the year of 2024, let's hope that you choose to stand up and have a voice. Freedom ain't never been free, but you will pay the cost to be the boss. Y'all have a blessed day now. I'll be back.